Hey guys, Sakar from sakitech, and in today's video, I'm going to show you guys the first things to do on your Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 7. The Z Flip 7 is the best flip phone on the market. I'm going to give you some powerful tips and tricks to customize it for maximum owner satisfaction. I'm also going to show you some amazing things to do on the outer cover display, which is highly customizable. So let's dive in and get started right away. So let me show you a couple base settings you want to quickly modify. The first thing that you want to do is you want to go to your settings. You want to scroll all the way down and then tap on About Phone. And you can see by default your phone is given a name, and you can see the color of your phone right here in this image. What you want to do is you want to simply rename the phone to something more personal. So I can say something like Saki Flip 7, and then I tap on Done, and you can see that is the new name. The best part is this name appears this way on connected Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and other devices. So it's going to be very easily recognizable as you're connecting it to other devices. Plus also you get a touch of personalization. Now the next thing that you want to do is you want to check your battery status to make sure it is a healthy battery. So what you want to do is you want to go to your Samsung Members application that is pre-installed in all Samsung phones. Go right inside, and over here there's a button. Tap on it. It says Diagnostics. Once you're here, tap on Phone Diagnostics, and then scroll down and look for the battery status, which is right here, and simply click it. And then all you want to see here is you want to see the battery status to be normal, the life to be good, and the capacity to be 4,300 milliamp hours. If all these are the same as mine, you're good to go. If anything here is different than what you see here, you have a defective battery. Quickly return and replace that product. So this is a very quick check, but a very important check. You paid a lot of money for this phone. Make sure the battery is going to last you. Now the next thing that you want to do is you want to set a beautiful wallpaper on your Galaxy Z Flip 7. So I'm going to show you something that's really amazing here. So I'm going to pinch the screen and go to Wallpaper and Style. And when you tap on Change Wallpapers, you have these generative AI wallpapers, okay? So right now, that's what I'm using. But basically, you can create something brand new from scratch based on your needs. So if I tap on painting as an example, I can say, give me a painting of a beach. And also in the beach, add a, let's say, T-Rex. And then give me the styling to be graphic design. And then I tap on generate. And that's going to generate a unique wallpaper I can use in my display. So let's see what it's going to create. So as you can see, it gave me a couple examples here, and I can choose the one that I like, and I can set it on my wallpaper or lock screen. Now, if I choose the one I like, I want to show you something really cool here. So let's say I choose this one and just say set this on the home screen. When I'm on the home screen in this preview mode, I can swipe between the 4 options that were given to me for a better, superior preview, as you can see. So once I choose one of these guys, I tap on Done. It's going to get dumped onto my display. Now here's the amazing part. If I go to my settings, and if I scroll over to my cover screen, which is the outer smaller display, I can do the same for the outer display. If I tap on Add New, let's say I want to create a brand new screen, I can actually create an AI wallpaper on the outer display with the same mythology, and you can see the size is also similar. So even my created wallpapers, which is this one right here, are available for the outer display. So when I tap on this one, this will be now on my cover display. I can tap on Set, and then before I go outside, I can change the clock and all that stuff, as you can see. So I can make this a little bit bigger, put it to this side right here. I can add I can add the battery icon right there on the top. I can also add some widgets if I want to. I'm just going to keep it nice and simple. I'm going to tap on Done. So now that is my outer cover display. Let me show you what that looks like. It matches up with what's inside. So double tap. Look at that. Beautiful. I just want to let you guys know that you can use the AI wallpapers for the outer display as well. And we're coming back to the outer display to show you much more in a second. But just to give you some basics, if you swipe to the right, notifications. If you swipe from the top to bottom, quick toggles, brightness slider, your music controller. And if I swipe to this side, you get access to your widgets. and everything is smooth as butter because we have 120 hertz display refresh rate. I'm going to show you guys how to edit all this stuff. But first, two very crucial settings. Go to your settings. So do scroll down and go into advanced features, and then at the bottom you have the video brightness mode. So this one here is an amazing setting. When you choose bright, it is going to increase the screen brightness and make colors more vibrant when you watch videos, so things are just going to pop at you. The best part is, with this setting, you can apply it to specific applications you have downloaded. So if you want this to apply to YouTube, you just enable it, okay? If you have Amazon Prime, Hulu, HBO Max, Crunchyroll, they're all going to show up here, and you can customize each one of these. Now the next thing that's very important is going to be sound. So go to sounds and vibration, and then go over to, at the bottom here, sound quality and effects, and make sure Dolby Atmos is enabled to get a surround sound like experience. Now when I go inside here, you can see I can choose it for the movie, music, voice. It tells you exactly what it does when you pick one of these options, or you can pick auto. Now I like to do mine manually because sometimes the auto doesn't work properly. So if I'm watching a movie, it might put on the music option. So I go in there and tap on music. One way I access these settings quickly is I pull down the control panel from the corner here, okay, and I simply press and hold on this volume bar. Press and hold, and you can see I can access Dolby Atmos very quickly and easily right from here. So at least now you have the best sound quality and the best video quality. Alright, so let's talk about that cover display. Now first and foremost, double tap, it goes to the always on display. That can be turned off if you don't want it, but double tap to wake up the display. And what you can do is you can swipe on this button here to launch your camera, as you can see, which gives you access to your 50 megapixel camera and the ultra wide camera for ultra high quality selfies. So you have that option here. Swipe like this to go back. Now when you press and hold, it allows you to edit your home displays. First, you can edit your main home display. So I have all these presets. I'm going to show you how to make these and edit them also. Okay, you cannot edit them on the cover display. You have to edit them from the inside, but you have all these options. So let's pick this one as an example because it's got some really nice information. You got the time, the battery, date, again, customizable. And like I said, if you swipe over, you have access to your widgets. And if I press and hold, you can also edit these on the cover display in this case. So if I don't want this one, I can just remove it, delete, that's gone. Okay? But it does want me to open to add cover screen widgets. So I can come here, press and hold, and delete an entire page, but I cannot edit the page. So if I want to tap on edit, it's going to ask me to open the phone to continue. However, like I said, I can delete the entire screen, this one right here. From here, let me show you one more time. Delete, and that's gone. Now I'm left with this guy only and the main screen. So let's unflip it and show you how to get that done. So over here, you go to your settings, you scroll down, and you have a dedicated cover screen menu. Tap on it. Number one, these are the ones we looked at earlier that you can pick. If you tap on this, that's what happens. When you tap on it, you're able to edit it. You can change the style of the clock and all that stuff. As you can see, all these clocks are available. Now, based on the style, you can change the font as well. So if I pick this one, I can pick this guy, that guy, change the color, and make it bolder or thinner based on your needs. Make it bigger, whatever. It's going to all be up to you. And then you tap on done. For that particular screen, you can edit it that way. And you can do that. The best part is with every single one of these guys. Okay? So if I tap on this one, you can see if I tap over here, I can now remove widgets individually. If I don't want this one, gone. If I don't want this one, gone. And I can pick the ones that I want right from here, as you can see. Okay? Just to give you an example. And then you can pick a color. Like, let's say I want to pick the orange color. I can go to style, and I do have all these styles, as you can see. So much crazy customization available. I can even make the intensity stronger. So that's all going to be up to you. And then when you're ready, you tap on done, and it gets saved right here. And if you want, you can tap on add new, and you can just create a brand new one, and you have all these featured options you can pre-select from if you want. Okay, if you want a blank slate, you can use these guys. You can make your own with the AI. You have these informative presets. So look at this. I have several different options that are preset for me that I can just pick and customize. I have emojis. I've got interactive, as you can see. I've got graphical and so much more. And of course, I have the colors option, as you can see. So that's just for the cover screen. What about the widgets? So on the side, when you swipe, you have the widgets. So this is one of my screens. Now I want to add one more. So all I do is, let's say I want to create a brand new widget. I tap on this one. Let's grab this guy and dump it over here. So that's widget number 1. Let's do a couple more. Let's just fill the screen. So let's put this one right here, calendar, okay? And then go to device care. Let's grab one of these guys, put it right here, okay? And then let's get one more. Let's just say reminder. I'm going to grab that and put it right here. Now I have a brand new widget screen. That's going to be my widgets display right here, okay? Remember, you can only edit the widgets over here, not on the cover display, but all these changes are going to reflect outside. So as an example, let's say I want to pick this one right here, okay? As an example, I did my widgets. I can choose my cover screen timeout. I can enable or disable my always on display, even edit it, as you can see. You can see I can change the size of this. I can enable or disable the battery meter right there. Okay, so now when I go outside, my changes will reflect right here. Wake, there we go. And here's my widgets. That's the one I already had. And here's the one I just made for myself. Fantastic, all right? You can really customize this to your heart's content. Now, one more thing that's very important. In the main settings area, if you go to advanced features, and if you go to labs right here, you have the option to enable additional cover screen settings. So you can use main screen navigation, which is the button navigation I have right now, on the cover display. And also, you can, this is big, you can allow applications on the cover screen display. So let me just enable a bunch of these guys. And if you get the multi-star application, which is in the Samsung Galaxy Store, I'm not going to do that right now, but that's going to allow you to add any application to the cover display, which is fantastic. But let's just go with these simple examples here. So now I have this enabled. If I go back into my settings and go over to the cover display screen, tap on widgets, now I have this brand new option known as apps. So look at this. I'm going to create a new screen. Actually, just made one for me automatically. And you can see it already dumped this widget right over here. So I can now access the applications, these applications on my cover screen. So let me show that to you. This is going to be very important for people that just want to watch some YouTube on the cover display. Tap on YouTube, and we're going to be right in here, and we are going to be able to, let me tap on cancel, watch videos right here. Let me kill the volume and just tap on this one here. This is what the video is going to look like as you're playing it. This is fantastic. It looks beautiful. Play, pause, whatever. And then I can exit, even have a little screen here, go back home. You can see this is also the home screen navigation option that I was talking about. So if I go over here, I get access to the back button and the home screen button. All right, so make sure to customize the cover screen because that's what this phone is all about. Now the next thing that's important, if I go down over here, something very important, we have the navigation bar, okay? So by default, the phone comes with the button. So I tap to go home, I tap this to bring my recent apps so I can go inside, and I can tap this to go back. But most people prefer to have swipe gestures like the iPhone. So go to navigation bar, tap on swipe gestures, and that's going to disappear. Now I can swipe to go home like this, swipe up to bring up my recents, and also I can swipe back on the screen to go back. So some people prefer this or the buttons. It's up to you. And if you want to access the circle to search option, you simply press on the bar instead of the button in this scenario. So circle to search is a powerful AI feature. When you press and hold, allows you to circle anything on the screen and gets you results for that particular thing you circled. Powerful AI feature, but that's how it gets activated based on your navigation bar. If you keep the buttons, you just press and hold on the button, same thing, circle to search. All right, now also don't forget that your phone has flex mode for many applications. So this is just one example. So it's a YouTube application. Look at this. If I grab this and if I flex it like that, it kind of splits the display and you see a button at the bottom. You click that button and now you get a control panel for this area. I can play and pause the video, music, whatever. And on this side, you're watching the actual video. Okay, so this is a great desktop mode. You can see if you don't touch it, even kind of goes into dark mode. But I can pause. I can go 10 seconds forward. I can even go forward in the video. Screenshots, all these things can be done with the flex mode. This is an amazing little mode. But I do want to let you know, again, if I go back over here, it goes out. Okay. Now, if I go to my settings right here and scroll over to my advanced features right here, you'll see the flex mode panel. It's enabled by default. You can also disable it if you don't like it, just so you know. But here's the options pertaining to that and the explanation as to exactly what it does. Again, very important for a phone that can flip and fold. Now here's a couple more things you just want to get in order. So go to the settings and scroll down and go over to battery first and foremost. If you know you're going to keep this phone for a long time, I want you guys to turn on battery protection. Okay? Now if you think you're going to keep this phone for 5+ years, I would just go for the maximum battery protection and set this to be 95%. It's just going to prolong the lifespan of your battery so it doesn't degrade over time. That's the maximum protection. I wouldn't do this one. That's just way too much. 95 is good. It stops charging at 95% and that prolongs the battery, the lifespan of the battery. Not the battery life on a day-to-day use, the lifespan. Or you can just stick to basic, which is also going to help a lot with the additional protection of having adaptive protection enabled as well. Now this is only relevant to people that are going to keep their phones for a long time. Okay, in my case that's not going to happen. Boom boom. Additionally, don't forget you have the wireless power sharing option. That means on the back of this little phone you can charge other products. So here's a Galaxy Buds. Look at this. Let's say the battery's dead on this. I'm outside. I can tap on this one, turn this on. Now I can turn this off, flip it, put this right over here, and it's going to start to charge it as you just saw. So don't forget that fantastic option that is indeed available. Now one more thing you want to do, when you are in the settings option, you want to scroll down and go over to device care, okay? And just make sure to scroll down and go to auto optimizations and then tap on auto restart. This is going to make sure your phone is always running at optimum performance. So first enable this. Anytime it's necessary, the phone will do it itself, which is rare. But I like to do a schedule. So I pick restart on schedule, and I pick 3 days in the week. So I'll do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I'll pick a time where I know I'll be asleep. So the phone will restart every Monday, Friday, and Wednesday at 3 a.m., and that's going to make sure the phone runs at maximum best condition. Okay, you can see it explains it right here. Very important for Android phones, even the latest one. All right, guys, so that brings us to the end of this video. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, drop them down below. Also, make sure you are subscribed for more videos to come. Have a fantastic day.